It really seems as if the media is going out of its way to prop up terrible life choices and encourage women to keep making awful life choices despite the overwhelming evidence that it's just a bad call, particularly single motherhood. So we have this article from Forbes, which has lost just an immense amount of credibility with me because I remember Forbes used to be like the fancy magazine. They used to only talk about flaw stuff. Like if you made it in the Forbes, man, that meant you had paper. Now I think they are just contracting out articles and stuff. Like, so we have this from Christine Michael Carter Michelle. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Despite the odds, educated single black mothers are dominating corporate America. I write about how today's parents balance work and life. Is that her? Perhaps these single black mothers has discovered the secret to achieving work-life balance, juggling successful careers and parenthood. Okay, so let's cut out a lot of this BS first and foremost. Sweetie, if you want a career, then don't become a mother yet. Plain and simple. This is not the hardest thing in the world. See, once you have a child, guess what? You're no longer the main character of your story. Okay, your child is the main character of your story, and your child needs you at home. Your child actually needs you and their father at home, being together and working together to raise them and set proper example. What this does is encourage, oh no, girl, you don't need no man. It just reinforces that poisonous and toxic, and I hate that word toxic, but that's exactly what it is. Toxic behavior, which is, oh no, I could just let some guy bust up in me, and you know what? I'm gonna be okay, and my baby gonna be okay. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you actually give a damn about that baby, no, you're not. Like as soon as I'm aware that a young lady like a young lady isn't with the father, like if she's pregnant and single, guess what? She's just an awful person, my dude. Stay away from her. And one of the things that really infuriates is how there's just complete lack of acknowledgement as to female nature, as to female human nature. And the deal is that, sweetie, you may not recognize this, right? But the second you have your first kid, not your second, not your third, your first kid, your SMV, your sexual market value is halved. And that's if you're attractive. I mean, for however much unattractive you are, that can go from half to you are down 75, 80%. And your chances of getting married get thrown out the window. And as much as these women are conditioned to believe that's not something that they want back, like honestly, their nature always betrays them, because it is something that they desperately want in a lot of cases. But you want to have some random dude's baby who you didn't even stay in a relationship with until, like, because that blows my mind. And I hear it so often. Oh yeah, well, I'm pregnant, but me and the father aren't together. Well, then how are you pregnant? Why are you not getting pregnant in a solid productive relationship? But that's not what white daddy wants. So let's get into this article. 2 days ago, the New York Times published the piece, single mothers are surging into the workforce, saying the share of young single mothers in the workforce has climbed about 4 percentage points, driven by those without college degrees, though the article suggests new policies that have made it more feasible for single mothers to work, like paid leave, minimum wage increases, and a highly competitive labor market. It does not break down growth within demographics, of course. So they already published an article, but she was like, I got to go get the sisters. While the article suggests entry-level and minimum wage positions held by those without college degrees attributed to the overall growth of single mothers in the workforce, a deeper analysis of the current population survey data showed there was growth at a higher wage level for single black mothers. According to the 2018 Monthly State of Motherhood Survey. Jesus Christ, what is that? What even is that? Motherly State of Motherhood Survey. I wonder what kind of pool they used. Black mothers are 4 times more likely to be single and serve as the primary breadwinners of their home because they make terrible life choices that you're trying to reinforce. You're trying to sell that, hey, that was a good idea, when they're honestly, and I'm not even thinking about the woman, I'm thinking about their kids. No, it wasn't. From 2012 to 2017, the number of single Black mothers who earned more than $75,000 a year grew 106% compared to the growth of single white mothers at 76%. Oh yeah, snap those fingers, honey child. What's more interesting, in the past 5 years, from 2012 to 2017, single Black mothers outpaced the income growth of all single mothers, 12% versus 10% respectively. Because guess what? I would love to see the numbers, because you're probably the largest group of single mothers. Dumbass. Encouraging statistics? No, they're not, since these Black professionals are more likely to experience unconscious bias and discrimination as they climb the corporate ladder. As discussed in time, once a multicultural female professional, is onboarded, the absence of effective diversity management can make them feel subject to unconscious bias and discrimination. Make them feel, not make them be. I want you guys to notice that. Make them feel. I don't give a damn how you feel, woman. You making 75K, you doing all right than your average American, so shut up and cut your check. They begin expressing feelings about being patronized, unaccepted, and tolerated. No, that's just your natural feminine paranoia. Rightfully so. No, not rightfully so. You're making 75 grand a year. That's what the money's for. Shut up. Black women are more likely to report feeling stalled and feel that their talents aren't recognized by their superiors because your ego is just insane. The sense of ambient belonging, feeling comfortable in the workplace, accepted, valued, and included is absent. That's what your paycheck is for. And when an organization has a low amount of minority executives, multicultural women, so how did this go from Black women to multicultural women? Interpreted as an indicator of barriers to advancement. Oh man, that is fun. Multicultural women. They switched that real quick. Really slick. I saw it, but I almost missed it. The New York Times adds, the last time single mothers' labor force participation grew so rapidly was during the 1990s, driven by a thriving economy and major federal policy changes, including welfare overhaul and tax incentives. In recent years, though, there has been no new federal policy that would encourage single mothers to work in large numbers. Incidentally, more than half of Black millennial mothers also feel our society could best support mothers with stronger government policies, of course, such as paid family leave, childcare credits, or family aid programs. So you want more government interference. It's always more government. How about you make better life choices? Look, here's the deal. If you want to be a corporate professional, fantastic. But that's the thing. Then hey, recognize you may not be having children. Plain and simple, because what these types of things requires a bit of disattachment, and unfortunately, when it comes to men, no, we are not as attached. And there's a ton of people that sit there and be like, oh well, then that's a bad thing in and of itself. No, it's not, because that's not the man's place. Man's place isn't to be attached to the family. The man, see, here's one of the things that really gets confused, and a lot of people are religious. And I'm not. Like I said, I hate organized religion, but I do believe in God. I do believe in Christian values and in having faith. And I believe in God's order. I don't believe God makes mistakes, And God's order is God, man, woman, child. Plain and simple. So when you have all these quote unquote empowered women running around, and, oh my goodness, I'm so strong and this, that. Like, if she's making something, I'll put it to you like this, right? And this is how they actually end up screwing people, is because if the woman's making 75 grand a year, if the guy's not making 75 grand and $1, yeah, she's going to be unhappy and she's going to be PO'd. It's called hypergamy, guys. All right? So let's finish this article. Perhaps these single black mothers have discovered the secret to achieving work-life balance, juggling successful careers and parenthood. Taking a deeper look at the largest generation of single mothers in the workforce to date, over 23% of black millennial moms feel they can combine a career and motherhood. Feel, once again with that F word, feel. No, sweetie. And that's because 100% of black millennial moms, particularly here in the United States, have been indoctrinated and marinated with this I can have it all mentality. And guess what? All you're going to end up doing is being miserable. And don't get it twisted. Miserable is your natural state, but you are really going to be digging it in when you're sitting there having to work this hard. When all you had to do was hold off on having the kid until you found the proper suitor that could make sure that, hey, he can cover you while you take that time off to have the kid. But no, that's not what they do. Hey, any old rando, put a baby in me. Okay, because, it's just my semen. And by the time she's 2 months pregnant, dude is gone. And she's sitting there just raising the kid. It's just me and my baby. Oh my goodness. It's so tough, but we're going to make it. And it's just like, nigga, you did this to yourself. Don't expect me to have any sympathy for you. Jesus. Feel as if they can, citing it's impossible to combine them creatively compared to 14% of all millennial moms. There may be a variety of other factors, from the risk of college-educated black females to the rise of college-educated black females to a goal of financial independence and generational wealth to the ongoing adoption of flexible workplace schedules. However, as the Center for Talent Innovation stated, perhaps because they've been leaning in for generations, black women on track for leadership are more likely than their white sisters to see an executive position as the means of getting what they want from their careers. Okay, so this is Chris. Let's check out the lady that wrote this. Wait, okay, so what did I click? Okay, so let's go to, is this her Forbes thing? So I'm just gonna assume that she's a black single mom. I write about how today's parents balance work life. So basically you write about just nothing, and you kind of just, so okay, so you fine, Christine. You're not unattractive by any stretch of the imagination, but really, you're just trying to validate your terrible life choices. Because I'm just gonna assume, particularly from what I saw in her from what I saw in that video, that she's a single mother. So so you're kind of just you're kind of just like, trying to validate your own terrible life choices. Go ahead, sis. Hey, I'm Mike. Okay, shut up. I don't care about your kids. Oh, wow. We got more subscribers than her. That's interesting. So this is her. She you know what? Yo, she's good looking. Like, she's definitely a good looking woman. But, like, where your kid's father at, sweetie? And why would you do that to your kids? I mean, it kind of blows my mind. She's attractive, but Jesus, it's like she just like delegated herself to really. Oh, she's cute. To what's the name, and to like this whole single mom thing. And guess what? And to an extent, it's child abuse. Like, it really is. To sit here and purposefully make it, I'm just going to pause this thing. And sit here and purposefully make it so as your child's, like, malnourished. Like, I don't know her situation like that. But this article is clearly her trying to come up with, oh, yes, this was a good choice. No, it wasn't, sweetie. It was a bad call. I'm sorry. You know what? Let's leave a comment. All comments are disabled. Boo. Now, I really don't like you, Christine Michael Carter or Michelle Carter, whatever, yo. You cute as hell. I'll give you that. Hold on. Let's get one more good look at her before we close out this video, because it's been going on for like 15 minutes. She cute as hell. But yeah, just because you cute don't mean you got it all up there. Like, all those degrees and all these other things that you're taking all this pride in. Oh, I make what? Well, she probably make about that 75, 80K. Congratulations. But seriously, like once those kids is gone, you got yourself to deal with. And all we got, all these men out here in these streets got for you is just hard meat. That's it. Hard meat and lies. There ain't no future. I don't know her age or anything like that, but no, I'm trying to get like, yeah, all right. Yeah, so I mean, she fine. Let's flip that out right quick. All right. All right. I mean, she a good looking woman. Well, also then again, like, I mean, how much is that of his weave? Because I think she's like a little mixed. I can't really tell. She's definitely, it's like she's attractive, you know. Like I wouldn't have a problem getting it up for her, but but on some realness, yeah, yo, this is a terrible article, and you're just trying to prop up and propagate a terrible terrible lifestyle that you chose for yourself. Congratulations, but stop sitting there pretending as if, oh yeah, this is great. This is gonna be great for everybody, because it's not. And the people that hurt the most are the children. Like, I mean, that's just me keeping it a buck and a half with you. The people that are hurt the most are children. So, guys, with that being said, that's the end of this video. All the internet stuff. Like it if you liked it. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice. Share, because seriously, like, this single mom epidemic gotta go. You're harming your kids. Like, plain and simple. If they like, Terry Crews caught a lot of crap for saying, oh, not having a father in the child's life was malnourishment, but that's exactly what it is. And speak, agree, disagree. That's what the comments is for. Because unlike Miss Carter here, I actually keep my comments open. So that's what it is. Until the next video, y'all.